Salutations, and good morrow. I am grateful of the fact that you have decided to allocate approximately 3 minutes of your 37,317,600 minute life expectancy to witness my attempt of providing the most elongated documented statement of agreement to a young individual presenting qualities which would be indicative of the male gender. While it may not be evident to some, the enactment of which I shall present to you in hopes of inciting a sense of entertainment is strenuous and requires many preparatory procedures in order to be effectively executed. As clearly visible through my subjectively low-quality video capture device, presumably one of which is integrated in a dated, budget, portable computer, I am presently in possession of a non-alcoholic beverage containing the concoction of carbonated water, a sweetener, and artificial flavoring. It will assist me in my attempt to perform the aforementioned arduous action. I am hereby zealously and vehemently exclaiming my endorsement and consensus to a statement of which has been unspecified to you, the viewer, yet I am fully convinced that the aforementioned statement, which was presumably enunciated prior to the filming of this video, is relevant to a thing of which I find myself capable of consenting, accepting, and abiding to. As the recipient of this utterance, I am able to determine qualities of the individual who has bestowed upon me questionable and potentially controversial information of which I have agreed with. Based on my studies, observation, and evaluation of the events which took place leading to the obtention of this information, I am able to ascertain that the person who has previously communicated with me wields traits including those of, but not limited to, the possession of the XY-sex-determining chromosome and presumed identification and association of the binary male gender, as well as physical traits and qualities which substantiate the clause thereof, and furthermore, this indeterminate personage is indefinitely an entity who has resided on the planet Earth in a lively condition for less than 18 years, indicating that this person would have limited particular rights, meaning, for instance, the lack of ability to legally consume or utilize tobacco or alcoholic products and beverages respectively, partake in sexual intercourse, or participate in the act of voting if he is a registered citizen and inhabitant of the United States, which has, as of November 9, elected Donald John Trump as president through the attainment of a greater amount of electoral votes than his political opponent who was also attempting to gain presidential power, who will be bestowed the essential presidential roles of chief of state, chief executive, chief administrator, chief diplomat, commander-in-chief, chief legislator, chief of party, and chief citizen, and overall head of the executive branch of this nation's government, the election of this individual having led to much civil unrest, disorder, and resentment, especially in states of which can be recognized of those found on the westward part of North America, namely those in the faction which is found on the west coast, which borders the northern Pacific Ocean, which have been statistically proven to be majorly comprised of a population which yields political views contrary to those of which have been articulated by Trump. I wish for my expression of agreement and accordance to successfully be conveyed to the indigenous inquirer, as well as you, the viewer, and any other person who perhaps finds themselves deciding to visually observe and dedicate concentration to the sound waves which are emitted through speakers of computers, cellular devices, or other numerous apparatuses of technology as an effect of the playback of this media.